starts now.
Thanks for sticking with us here at 7:30. We start this half hour with an update on what's been the center of controversy among Fort Mill neighbors for months now. The Silfab Solar Plant is a factory that creates solar panels, and its proposed locations on Logistics Lane. That's off I-77 and Gold Hill Road. Now, that particular area is zoned for what's called light industry. Residents believe Silfab Solar should be considered a heavy industrial operation. They have expressed their concerns about the plant's creation and use of chemicals and how it may impact their community.
My kids will be breathing these chemicals day in and day out while they're just trying to get an education. And what if they get cancer?
According to a website organized by Fort Mill neighbors, there are 12 schools and daycare facilities within a mile of the site, with no plans for school evacuations in case of a chemical accident. Now, a statement from the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control says Silfab will be subject to the state's chemical accident prevention provisions, which includes developing an emergency response plan. Our team was not able to find whether that plan has been submitted yet. So far, neighbors' protests and attempts to get the plant moved have been unsuccessful, but that could change. This month, multiple York County lawmakers have filed bills in the State House that could take permits away from projects like Silfab Solar. We're talking about House Bill 4293 and Senate Bill 530.
Lax enforcement of county zoning laws has presented all York County citizens an urgent opportunity to protect our communities. Take action this week. House Bill 4293 and Senate Bill 0530 are mirror bills designed to preserve the integrity of our zoning laws.
Now, both of them would allow local governing bodies, for example, the York County Zoning Appeals Board, to invalidate zoning permits if they determine the property's use doesn't match its zoning classification. This has been the heart of the issue for many of those Fort Mill residents. They believe local lawmakers are bending the rules here, and that the zoning laws in place for the proposed location should not allow for the plant to operate.
I could sit here and talk to you how chemical bunkers in parcels adjacent to elementary and middle schools is ludicrous, and that's why we have zoning laws and regulations, but I only have 50 seconds left.
York County's Zoning Appeals Board ruled against Silfab last year, saying heavy industrial manufacturing should not operate in the proposed area. But York County management issued a statement shortly after saying that decision did not apply to Silfab Solar, only to future projects. Now, if these newly introduced bills are passed, they wouldn't allow that to happen and would take the zoning board's ruling as the final decision on the matter. That would revoke Silfab's permits. So what happens next year? Well, right now, the bills, they're still in committee, and here's the thing, there's really not much time to get them passed. The legislative session ends in just 2 weeks, May 8th. We also reached out to Silfab Solar to get their response to these bills, and they write in part, quote, "Our operations will be closely monitored by local, state, and federal agencies. The safety of our employees and the community are our top priority as we look to create hundreds of good-paying local jobs that help deliver clean energy solutions to the nation. Silfab Solar has diligently addressed each valid concern from the community. However, a small group has launched an organized disinformation campaign to spread fear and false statements." Again, that is what Silfab is saying about this. We will keep you updated as that story continues to develop. All right, turning